Okay, so I was watching a couple of reruns of the episodes Orange is the New Black, and I could not help but to notice this part.
I thought Puerto Ricans hated black people.
And I was like, see, why you gotta say that? Why you gotta, what's with the...
Hated black people. Hated black people.
Like, why? Why? See, that's keeping it going. That's perpetuating the stereotypes and keeping it going. And then for the Puerto Rican girl to say,
but I am not gonna get caught up in the middle of some whitey versus blackie war. Y'all got history? I want nothing to do with that.
I was like, girl, you look like a person who was black and white in between the two. I don't know, it just feels kind of weird. Like whenever I hear Latinos say like,
oh, I'm not black, I'm
Dominican, Cuban, Puerto Rican. It's just kind of like, okay, well, I'm not black either.
I'm American, Californian.
Just to be exact. I don't know. That's just how silly it sounds to me. I think that sounds ridiculous. I remember, scrolling through Facebook and I saw a post that said, black people are always trying to include other cultures into their culture. I get it. I get that when it comes to the black people who claim everything but black when they're clearly all the way black. Ain't nothing really mixed about you looking. But when it comes to everything else, I mean, I love Latinos and everything, but a lot of time you guys don't like to claim your blackness. You know what I'm saying? Colonialism did not just happen here in America. That stuff happened over there in Latin America too. And hey, let's just be real. The reason why y'all speak Spanish is because the people who colonized over those nations were Spanish speaking Europeans. Just like the people that colonized over this nation were English speaking Europeans. So Spanish and English are both European languages. So, I understand Viva Latino and I absolutely admire the pride of Latin people. But let's be real, Latin is European, African, and indigenous. You may be more or less of whichever one, but that's what it is, So to be Latino is like a nation, it's similar to being a Californian because that's where I'm from, That's what it is. I'm a Californian, but I'm still of African descent. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. Or you could be a Californian who's a little bit more mixed. You got maybe you got some more native and black. Maybe no black, maybe just native and European. Maybe just European. Who knows, So that's pretty much what that is. So when I see stuff like this on TV,
I thought Puerto Ricans hated black people.
And then when I see like the Latin people respond like this,
whitey versus black, whitey versus black, whitey versus blackie war. Y'all got history? I want nothing to do. I want nothing to do. I want nothing to do with that.
It's like, come on now. Damn. And then don't be trying to say, oh, black people are always trying to include somebody. No, you guys are always trying to exclude the black. If maybe more Latinos included the fact that they were black as well, then, maybe we wouldn't even be tripping off of stuff like that. I mean, because when she says, it's like, when she said that, I'm like, hold up. Am I tripping? Or does this guy look black? How about this guy? Does she look black to you? What about this? Here? Yeah, they look black to me. I'm just saying. So that means it's in your blood. Don't denounce it. Okay? You claim you're Spanish, which is the European. I'm sorry. For those Latinos that be taking DNA tests and you'll be like, wait a minute, 57% European? I'm not white. I'm Mexican. I'm Puerto Rican. Where's the Puerto Rican? The Spanish is the European. The native, the cream, is the native people of the nation in which it took place, the colonization. I'm not a historian, okay? Don't try to pin me up when it comes to my facts, but I know that generally they're right, all right? But when it comes to the Spanish, that's why it says 50 or 60 or whatever percent European. You're probably like, European? But I'm not white. I'm Spanish. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Dominican. I'm Mexican. Why doesn't it say that? Because that's what those nations are, unfortunately, for y'all who don't know otherwise. All those nations, all those Latin nations are just a mix of the native people that were there, the white Europeans that colonized over them who happen to speak Spanish. That's why y'all speak Spanish. And then the African slaves that were brought over there and used to build the nations up. That's what Latino is. It's a mix of all that. And you have more or less of them depending on the person, the group of the family or whatever. And that's about it. So when I hear stuff like this on TV,
I thought Puerto Ricans hated black people.
it's like, no wonder there's hate and there's stereotypes and all this stuff going on in the world. Look how they talk on TV. It's like, for real. Anyway, that's all I have on the subject. D Quinn, over now.